daddy, them, could build houses, houses could build benches, could build chairs and bottom chairs and all kind of shit. And I think that's how Steve like. Steve learned how to fix cars and all the stuff. Cause people used to do that back from inheriting, like his grandparents and his parents. They know how to do all that stuff on their own. Anybody with no school, they ain't saw nobody teaching them. It's some of the people that were around. Steve used to wake out a furnace stove, and then one of the guys got sick or something, couldn't come in, and said Steve asked the man, told his boss, I can do it. He said, want me to church? I can do that. So the boss said, oh, so what can you do? He said what he was doing. So I can build a furnace, and I can do that. So the man told him, okay, show me. Steve built his first piece of furnace, he showed the man. The man gave him a job. Took that man's job. And then he left there and started doing electricity. And then fixing stuff. He started building stuff, started fixing cars and stuff. Steve liked fixing the cars, but he did the other. So he left there and he started fixing cars. Her couch, she upholds her own couch. Steve asked her, what you gonna pay for this time? So she told him, I asked you for a goddamn thing. How I can do my goddamn thing? He said down and watch her. My brother, then my father taught my brother how to build a bench. We didn't have no chair to sit on. They built benches for this long as a couch for us to sit on. They built a chair. If a bottom come out the chair like one of them chairs I got in there now, they could take some sick rags and put a bottom in that goddamn chair. That chair was sit for years. One lady said she went to the lady house and she was cooking chicken or something. And the lady did something with the chicken. She picked to her house and she gave her chicken. And she asked the lady, said the chicken was so good, she asked the lady she have a name. The lady took her to her house so she could grow her own chicken. Because that's what we used to do down south. They had chicken coops in her backyard with all the chicken and stuff in it. But now they say here you can't do that. What? You can buy the ham in Mississippi where they raise stuff at, or way up. And you can get a ham here. You can tell the difference in the taste. You can tell the difference in the meat grease and stuff here. When you cook that shit, you cook your grease and stuff, and it don't taste like it did with that grease from Mississippi or wherever. You know there's something wrong with that shit. They ain't got the same flavors. That's bullshit. And stuff. That's why I got same brands of different stuff I buy. I know when I was coming up, they had that brand. That brand tastes the same. They like the salt, the baking soda, all that stuff. It still got the same name, brands, and everything. It still made the fucking same. They making that. The plums and stuff, you used to pick up a whole bucket full of and bring them home and can them or whatever and eat them. You like the blackberry, the jewberry, the Cheney berry. I hate Cheney berry though. and they had the berry they called berries. Like the pokeberry, I didn't like them so much either. They said that the animals used to eat them. The man used to see us picking huckleberry. He said, y'all stop eating them huckleberry. You're going to get sick. Those things got the locusts used to come out once every 3 or 4 years. And they look like a big bumblebee or something. They color big bumblebee, but they call it locusts. And we call them July flies. We used to pick them up like this, there'd be so many, and put them in the bucket, and put the top on the top, put the holes all the way around the bucket, and all the way nails, put the holes in it, put them to breathe. Daddy woke up that morning, we woke up, but so many in our yard, you could pick them up like this, Lorraine, so many. And we said, oh, look at the July fly. We would just catch it. When Daddy got signed up, we were doing it. He said, what the fuck? And he said, them ain't no goddamn July fly, those locusts. Those things was poison. It poisoned the berries and the poison, all the fruit they get on, they poison it. You weren't supposed to eat it. Shit. We didn't put that shit on mine. We said, and wipe our own mouth clothes and put them out of our mouth. This man saw us doing that. He said, oh, please, y'all. That's going to kill y'all. You can't do that. Don't eat this. And we look at him like it's crazy. But it had logos on it. We don't care. Eat the hell out of that. Ain't nobody died from it with it. In 1959, that's the only time I saw the locusts. But they used to come out and they would get all over your yard. and everything just be crawling. You don't never see, they didn't come in the houses though. And my dad and them started them on fire. They put a fire in the yard and built a fire, let the fire burn them and scare them before they could get out the yard. But hey, we were picking them motherfuckers up, saving them. Like we used to do the lightning bugs. We take lightning bugs, put them in a quart jar, put a hole in the top, set them in our window so it can light up our house with a lamp. My father be out and he come in, he see the lightning bug lighting up the windows and stuff. He just go right in the room when we would sleep, take all the lightning bugs and open the jar and the motherfuckers out. And the one that I supposed to be our first cousin, that ain't a Fat Sam. We had this goddamn bird. Wake up and get up. Wake up and get up. Wake up and get up. Every morning Fat Sam would wake up, find a shotgun, and try to find that goddamn bird. So he could shoot it. You could find the bird to save his life. I used to love to see this. We be sitting there on the porch with him, because he was older than us. He was a teenager. We were younger. He was standing up trying to find that goddamn bird. I'm gonna find this motherfucker, I'm gonna kill it. But he could never find it. That bird, all the trees and outhouse and all this stuff. But you know, snakes never got in our toilet, in our outhouse. Then them used to tell us, watch when we go in there, because they would get in it. They never got in ours. I guess there were two goddamn people going in it. We had that. We had a comb crib, and we had a smokehouse where you put your clothes, like we put the stuff in the garage. We had a house built like a one room. They called a smokehouse. You put all your belongings that you didn't use in there. That's all you kept. Put a lock on it. We had a crib built the same way. You put nothing but your corn and your potatoes, your white potatoes, your sweet potatoes. And in wintertime, you put some sawdust on a pile. Put a pile of sawdust in this corner for the sweet potato and a pile for the white potato. And that's how you kept it. And our meats, when my daddy killed a hog, we'd kill a hog today and we'd take some cotton sacks and put the bottom side up because the bottom had something like we used to chew it. We used to call it it was black. We used to call it Rosamond. This was the black. I forgot what we call it now. But anyway, we used to turn them upside down and put the meat on it. The back of the meat, the skin part of the meat, and take that meat and sprinkle salt. It's like table salt, but it's bigger salt. And you put it all over that meat, and no bugs, no rats, nothing would eat it. And you put it down there, and that meat will go from fresh to like fat back. And that's how we used to keep it in our house. And when we get ready to cut a piece, we just take one side of a hog, that's for the bacon and the fat back, and slice it in pieces and get ready to cook it. And we leave the rest of it there till it's cured. And if you wanted to smoke it, you put it in the smokehouse and you build a fire. And you put the same type of peppers and stuff on it, but smoke it. And when you get through, it look like smoked ham. The ham you buy now look like blood and all that stuff be on it when it was curing. And you eat it as you want to. And that's how we do. We ain't pay for all that shit. And we go when we want cornmeal. We go in the crib. We take as much corn as we can. We take our hand or rubber board, which you wash clothes with, and shell that motherfucking corn. And you take out two 4 or 5 pounds or whatever it is. Put it in a white sack, a cotton sack, or either a flour sack or corn sack, as much as you can carry. Put it on your back. Take it down the road to the grocery store. They had a mill in there to grind it. Either grind it into cornmeal or flour. That's how we got our cornmeal and flour. We didn't buy it. We take some. That's why I like baking soda. That's why I take change. The baking soda ain't changed. The baking soda ain't changed because they got the same fucking name and everything on it. It looked just like it did when I was coming up. That's why I got the same thing that I would buy. The flour, the gold melon flour, I could look at the same thing that we were using. That cornmeal and that box I buy, it's the same fucking shit. Believe me, I know what I'm saying. They ain't celebrate that shit with nothing. I ain't put nothing on that shit. It's the same. All that other shit I don't buy. Ain't Jemima's cornmeal supposed to be the same. Now, if I can't get the one in the can, I always get Aunt Jemima. Because it's in the same bags and everything. The bags and nothing ain't changed. They didn't put nothing different on none of it. They used to change the color. You can tell this stuff is new. They changed colors and they put it in different bags. But them bags is the same as they was when I was 2 or 3 years old. And they got the same pictures and shit on it. Can't tell me that shit. And I know the syrup changed a lot. I don't like that weak ass syrup they got now. That shit like water. The syrup my daddy used to make out of that sugar cane. We used to take that sugar cane, raise it from the ground up, and it grows in one little stick straight up. And when it get ripe, we take the limb that grow on it, grow long little limb that falls back, in about this long. You take a razor, we call it something like a trouser blade. But my dad used to make us some tin, so they wouldn't be that heavy, and put the handle on it, and we walk down each row, and we slice that stuff, all that limbs and stuff off like that. Then they cut it down in case you didn't get it all off, so it won't hit you, because it cut the hell out of that cave. And we would cut it down to even with the ground, and we would stack it up, pile it up in a pile, put some strings around, some thick grass around it, and put it on the wagon, take it to the mill. They would grind it into syrup. And when that syrup gets finished, that syrup be so goddamn thick you can cut it with scissors. And when you put that shit on some biscuit, you cook some hot biscuit in the morning, and you dip it in there, that syrup get on that biscuit and stick to that motherfucker. You eat it, it was good. And that's how we used to live. My dad used to take a whole wagon full of corn and come back here 13 or 14 or 20 buckets of syrup. That's how we got our syrup for the year. We didn't pay for all that shit. We raised it. Make hominy corn out of it. We just feed it to the hog, feed it to the mule, feed it to the chicken, the duck, the turkey, the guineas, whatever. And if you didn't want your chicken, you want a duck for Christmas, a Thanksgiving, a turkey. You take the geese. That's the only one that would take. You couldn't down the geese unless you nail his foot to the ground. What we used to do, my mother and them would cook a turkey, a duck. They would take the duck, the geese I mean, and they put him in the barn, and they would build something like a float with wood in the dirt, like a front porch or something on the ground porch. They would take the duck and put him in there in one spot. Then take his toes and open them up and put a nail between his toes, so he couldn't move. He had to fart, shit, sleep, eat everything in that same spot until he got fat enough for us to cook. And that's how we cook them goose. You cook them goose when they get fat. You eat them for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. That's the only time of year they would do that though. I don't know why they I don't know. They said they wouldn't get fat, so they make sure they get fat. They couldn't walk it off, couldn't run it off. Like I said, and that's how we used to keep them. The dogs, everything could run around any way they wanted. But the geese, that geese had goddamn feet got to be nailed to that floor. I don't know. And we just love it. So what can I tell you?